Hello and welcome to another webinar. Today we are going to be talking about driving growth this Black Friday and Cyber Monday season with email automation. November is the month of Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and Cyber Monday. And this is going to be a great opportunity for you to learn how to prepare for the season and how to get your marketing strategy in place to get the best results you can possibly get during this sales frenzy season. So let's get right into it. My name is Praise, and I'll be taking you on this journey today. We're going to keep this under 1 hour. So if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. We may or may not be able to attend to them at the end. If I can attend to your questions, you can always send me an email, and I can attend to your questions directly in your via email. All right, so in this webinar, we're going to talk about the importance of Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales for startups, for businesses. We're going to look at some strategies to build your email list, subscribers list efficiently, how to understand your audience and create like personalized campaign automations or campaign strategy, crafting a winning Black Friday email marketing plan, very important, uncovering the advantage of email automation, key automation strategies. All right, there we're going to look at setting up automation in SendPulse briefly. We won't take too much time on that because we just have 1 hour, and then we'll look at some real life case studies. All right, so let's get started. So SendPulse, a brief about SendPulse. SendPulse is an all-in-one marketing platform providing you with all the marketing tools you need to get results in regards to marketing, communications, and sales. All right, so we are proud to be supporting over 2 million businesses worldwide, and we enjoy to see them get results every single day. Here are some examples of the businesses we currently work with, and I'm sure you can identify one or two that you are familiar with there. Some of the tools that SendPulse give you access to on the platform include email marketing. We're going to talk about today, email automation, chatbot for all chatbot messaging platforms, which includes WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, and even live chat. All right, you have access to transactional emails, SMTPs. You have access to free CRMs, sales pipeline automations, and many more. So let's talk about Black Friday. What is Black Friday? A lot of people have this assumption that Black Friday is just those 1 or 2 days that e-commerce sites sell things at a cheaper price. And how does that affect you as a non-e-commerce website business? All right, so you have a startup, or you have a traditional business, or you have you're not structured like an e-commerce site. All right, this webinar is also for e-commerce businesses, so you can learn a thing or two. So Black Friday is a colloquial term, all right, for the Friday after Thanksgiving, all right, and this thing started in the United States, all right, as far back in the 1950s. It traditionally marks the start of the Christmas shopping season in the United States. So Black Friday is always on the 25th of November, so it begins the shopping frenzy for December sales. All right, so you need to put your mind in the fact that everyone that is making purchases during Black Friday are making purchases with their site on December. Okay, so Black Friday, the day after, has been regarded as the unofficial start of the holiday season in the United States since 1950s, and this is 1952. Yes, I think 1952. So the term Black Friday is said to be originated in Philadelphia to describe the heavy disruptive pedestrian vehicle traffic that occur on the day after Thanksgiving. Okay, so the word Black Friday, based on what I read on the internet, started out as a bad thing. Okay, so because after Thanksgiving, every business is giving discounts, is giving access to cheaper purchases, and then it created a massive traffic, both pedestrian and vehicle traffic, and it was called the Black Friday. So it was a very stressful day, and since then it has become like a thing that marketers and salespeople have coined and taken advantage of that frenzy to create that recurring, basically repeating that same event every single year since that time. So Cyber Monday, okay, which falls on the Monday following Thanksgiving. So Black Friday is the Friday after Thanksgiving. Then after Black Friday, right, after the weekend, the Monday that follows Black Friday is what we call Cyber Monday. And this was coined in 2005 to promote online shopping and has become a global shopping phenomenon. So the term was coined by a lady, right, Ellen Davis of the National Retail Federation, and Scott Silverman, and made his debut in November 28, 2005. Now, remember that .com became the .com boom was in the early 2000s. So the year 2000, the year 2001, 2003, and then from there we have the likes of Amazon, the likes of online shopping, and then we have also have the likes of Microsoft selling Microsoft Windows on the internet. We have basically all software companies. You could buy the software companies or software tools. You can buy software services. You can buy technology services on the internet. I remember in the past, with the supplementary of the internet, people had to go to like stores to buy. For example, if you want to buy a Windows installation, you go to the store and buy your Windows installation like in a box. And if you want to buy like an IBM software, you have to go and buy them in a box. Then we have the online shipping where you can go to a website, you look for a Windows installation, you buy the Windows installation, and you can get it delivered to you. So all these created the rise of online shopping. So after Black Friday was basically designed for physical stores and online stores, like people that sell shoes, bags, clothes, cars, and all that. Then during the .com era, online shopping became a thing both for lifestyle products and also for technology software products. So this opened that door for for the the online businesses, the technology businesses to also have their share of the Black Friday sales. But they couldn't call it Black Friday because they give themselves space for that, and they called it Cyber Monday. All right, so now we're going to talk about combining this, the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, and make it a whole full weekend or full week shopping frenzy. So, in recent years, the total sales during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend has constantly been growing. All right. So, for example, in 2012, online sales on Black Friday and Cyber Monday in the United States reached a record-breaking $13.86 billion, up from $9 billion in 2020. This is in the US alone. Now, the Black Friday thing is not just a US. It started in the US, obviously, internet or the .com thing started in the US. So it started in the US, obviously, and it has grown worldwide, right? I was reading an article about Black Friday post-COVID in Singapore and Black Friday post-COVID in Japan and China. Is always a crazy frenzy, right? And also African businesses, have also taken advantage of the Black Friday sales, right? I hardly see the Halloween sales, but I hardly see Thanksgiving sales, but Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales has been a huge thing in the African market also. Okay, so what is the impact of email marketing on all this? So email marketing has been a significant Black Friday driver of Black Friday sales. So let's go a little bit back. Before the advent of the internet, we had what we call snail mail or door-to-door mail, right? This is basically you write a letter, you put in an envelope, you put a stamp on it, and then you send it to a specified address. The mailman will pick it up, take it through the US mail service or the mail service in your country, and they deliver it. Now, because of the existence of the mail services, right? Marketers will use this same system to sell services through the mail system. A very important example of this is the American Express card. Yeah, the American Express card. If you look through the history, American Express couldn't grow organically, right? They couldn't just say, we are here, we are American Express card, come and use the card, right? Because it's a new phenomenon around the time. So what did they do differently? One of the tactics they implemented was snail mail marketing. So what they did was they went through affluent neighborhoods, right? And they put a free American Express card in a mail, right, and address it to the residents of those affluent area. And all they needed to do was to call a number and activate the card and start using the card. That is a practical example of the importance of mail and how it drove sales before the existence of email for the general public. Now the email became ubiquitous, all right, if I could say, and everyone literally had access to emails. And then marketers took advantage of the access of emails to take their marketing tactics and sales tactics from snail mails and traditional mails onto the internet via emails. So in 2021 alone, emails were the primary marketing channel all right, for 20% of online shoppers during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, contributing to a higher conversion rate and engagement. All right. Not only did it contribute one of the highest, all right, it's one of the easiest to set up, the easiest to track, and also the easiest to maintain. Okay. So now a lot of people also assume that, oh, I don't need anything. All I need is email marketing. That is the wrong way to look at it. Now, email marketing can produce as high as 4,700% return on investment, and this is not a standalone result. Okay, there has to be a way for you to generate the deals, or to generate the leads, or generate the contact, the data that email marketing will use to operate. The difference or the advantage here is that you've run Facebook ads, you've run billboard ads, you've run all these ads, right? And you've gathered customer data. Okay, now customers have seen your ad once or twice or 3 times, right? If you end the interaction with your customer there, maybe on your Facebook ad, and you didn't get any data after that from them, you are most likely going to be, your marketing strategy like that is most likely going to be a waste. But now that you have acquired, or you've collected customers' email address, if it costs you $2 to acquire that one customer, all right, or it costs you $2 to get the customer to part with your email address, right? Now you have that email address, and you can consistently market to that email address for as long as the email address is active, or for as long as the email address is agreeing to receive emails from you. You cannot do that with social media. You can't target one particular customer and say, I want you, Mr. Davidson, to receive this email or to receive these ads, right? You cannot guarantee that kind of targeting, but you can guarantee that kind of targeting when it comes to email marketing. And that is where the return on investment becomes astronomical, because if you have the right contact addresses, the right data, you can send the right messages to them, and you can get astronomical results from that group of data. Okay, so just to clarify this, email marketing does not stand on its own. All right, it's a combination. It's an important or an integral part of a combination of strategies or tactics. All right. So what should your Black Friday and Cyber Monday strategy include? So it should drive retention. You have to focus on more than just driving revenue, right? Before and during and after your Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, you need to focus on driving retention. So what is retention? Retention is just basically the idea of retaining customers. This is a very important point or time in a year for you to retain old customers, right? And also get new customers. So your idea here, if you're a startup, you need to listen to this closely, is to understand the lifetime value of a customer. Okay, so let's just say throughout the year you've acquired a few customers, and they're using your platform, or they are engaging with your product, right? This is the opportunity for you to lock them in and retain them for a longer time. Okay, so you need to focus on driving retention, not one-off sales, not buy now and forget about it. No. So you need to target your existing customers, create a specialized offer for your existing customers, and then for new customers, right? So you can retain your existing database of customers, a large portion of them, for a longer period of time, while you also acquire new customers. Empower actual conversation with customers, right? So if you are aware about how FMCG, that is fast moving goods, for example, like beverages and stuff, they have these activation campaigns or roadside campaigns during these Black Friday sessions where they have actual conversation with customers. So if you go to popular supermarkets, you will see some of your favorite brand having specialized stands. And these specialized stands have 1 or 2 sales representative or a relationship representative that helps ask questions, get feedback from customers, and all that. Now, how do you implement that in your company, in your startup, or in your product, whatever? You need to be able to have consistent conversations with your customers. So when you send Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, include the option that customers can engage with you, maybe give you feedback, maybe go and use click on a button to give to rate your product or to rate your service. Whatever it is, you need this feedback, right? And this feedback can help you plan your next year, plan your next few months. All right, may help you improve your product, improve your service delivery, and whatnot. It's very, very crucial. Don't just be narrow focused on sales and revenue, right? You need to know that after today, there is tomorrow. And how can you make sure that all your effort you've acquired today will also generate better result and more result for you tomorrow? So that's where we go to the third point. You need to drive long-term value from new and returning customers. So don't have this tunnel vision, right? That you only want to make a 20% increase in revenue this month, and that is it, which is great, perfect, right? But while you are doing that, you need to know that tomorrow exists, and you need to drive long-term value from your customers, new and existing, on a long term, right? Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales have been proven to be that time of the year where people are just willing to spend money and you're willing to buy. Now, people have saved money from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and they are that spending frenzy to spend. Okay, so now you know they have money, you know that they have saved throughout the year for this December shopping. Now you need to understand what will make them buy, right? What are the values they're looking at, and then how can I retain them even when the spending frenzy is over? So you need to put that at the back of your mind. So let's talk about building your customer email list. Of course, building your email list. So here's a very simplified diagram or very simplified chart. Earlier in our conversation, we talked about the idea that email marketing does not exist on its own. It's not an island, right? It needs to receive data in order for it to provide the best return on investment to you. And here's an example of how it works. So you need to drive traffic, either walk-in traffic if you have a store, online traffic if you have a website, social media traffic if you have social media platforms, influencer traffic if you have influencer marketing, and all that. You drive traffic, and then you need to capture this traffic, right? So you can capture the traffic on your landing page, your website, on your app. So if you have like an app, customers need to go on your app and do one or two things to get access to Black Friday deals on your website. An example of this is AliExpress, Jumia. They have this thing where you can gamify promotions, and those gamified promotions, they already have your customer database. But when they advertise gamifying promotions, or people can buy certain things at a very high discount, you need to take them through a different pipeline. I understand these are different customers. These customers came in through Black Friday deals, and then you can interact with them differently. And then you can send this through an email automation. All right. And the idea of this email automation is to guide and nurture these customers through a process in order for you to achieve the highest revenue possible from them. And then provide consistent, continuous nurturing, where after purchase, before purchase, and even those that did not make a purchase can consistently receive messages from you that will basically put you on top of their mind. So some of the list building tactics include running contests. During this Black Friday, content running is one of the very interesting thing. You go on Instagram right now, you see a lot of examples. So this is November, so if you go on Instagram right now, you see a lot of examples. People are already running contests. Now, let's talk about running contests, and let's talk about running contests as a startup. If you're running content at a startup, right, some of the things you need to think about is, how do we do this without killing ourselves revenue-wise? And one of the most important things is look at what you have. Be like Moses. When Moses was to part the Red Sea, God asked him, what do you have? You have a stick, use it. So what do you have that you can give customers in a contest that will be valuable to them? So think about it. If your startup is a fintech startup, what do you have? What can you give? Maybe you can say you can win X amount of days without transaction fees. That could be an idea. If you're running a SaaS startup, maybe you can offer some specialized access to your product at a discount, or if they win the contest. But if you want to give money, this is for startup, exclusively for startups. If you want to give money, it's hard, it's a bad idea to give way too much money, cutting into your revenue or cutting into your burn, your running capital. All right, your runway. Instead, you can give equivalent value, right? You can give equivalent value. So do not look at an FMCG and say, oh, they are doing this, let me do the same thing. Do not look at a telecoms and say, oh, they are doing this, let me do the same thing. Right? If you check out some telecoms, right, you see that a lot of these telecoms will rather give you airtime and credits and data bundle as as a reward rather than actual cash. Right? The actual cash is a very limited portion of their contest. Right? So let us say they have, say, 10 million, 100 million, let's just say $100,000, $200,000 worth of gifts they want to give out. A massive portion of that is in alternative value. Oh, you can get the free credits, you can get free data plans, and then a small portion is actual cash. Right, so you need to plan that clearly. You do not want to run out of money because you're trying to give content to get sales. Don't forget, you need to make sales and retain customers, not throw away money. Right, so don't follow the brand that throw away money. All right, because if you throw away money, you are attracting business customers that will not be your customers for the long term. This is very important. I see a lot of businesses doing giveaways. Right, if your product costs, say, $10, $20, or $40, and you are giving away cash, right? They say, oh, if you do this, you take $5, and these $5 will be sent to your bank account. Why are you attracting broke customers? Why are you attracting people that cannot afford your product? And then because you want to prove that this Black Friday was successful, and we had a large number of people. No, you will see that the conversion rate in the next 6 months after the Black Friday will be very low. In fact, it will be 0.something%, and it will be disappointing. Instead, you want to find people that really need your product, and then make it worthwhile to them. Don't fall for the frenzy. All right. Now, celebrities, social media people, influencers, they run those kind of contests where they throw money around because they need the number. Right? You don't need the number. You need the valuable customers, people that have the money to buy your product and are willing to buy your product. Okay. Offer lead magnets. So lead magnets are basically something you give in exchange for data. If you run a consultation service, you can offer like a guide. You could offer a checklist in exchange for people's email address. If you're a startup, you can design like some sort of guide, checklist, or ebook that is unique to your industry, and you can offer that as well. I think we have an email marketing guide we also use as a lead magnet, and it gets us very, very consistent results, because some people are new to email marketing. They need a guide to tell them exactly what to do. Basically, the information in the guide is the same information on our blog, on our website, but it's basically put together in a way that you have everything in a single book. We also have guides for chatbots, where if you are new to chatbot and you want to know, okay, what can I do with the chatbot? This guide gives you 15 different business types and what you can do, how you can build chatbots for them. And many people have reached out to us and say, hey, I looked at your guide and I want number 5. I tried building number 6 or tried building number 15. So that guide tells them exactly what to do and how to get their chatbot up and ready. Now, this information is available on our website, but it basically distills it in a way that they can, go straight to the information. They don't have to search for it. And these guides generate huge results for us. So those are guides you can give as a startup, as a SaaS startup, as a fintech startup, whatever it is. If you know about Piggyverse, so Piggyverse created this report about, it's a 2023 finance report, basically telling people about how much an average Nigerian earn, how much an average Nigerian spend. That thing really blew the internet, in my opinion, because literally everyone in my circle had a conversation about it, right? We talked about the outliers, we talked about the how the data was collected and the reliability of data. We also talked about how some of the things we made assumptions about the data proved, gave us more clarity to that. So yes, you can create reports, you can create guides, whatever it is. Make sure it's something valuable that you can give your customer in exchange for their contact information. Okay. I remember a dental clinic I went to for a checkup. They have these 10 things you need to do every day or something like that. It's basically a guide about your teeth, things you need to check for, and they had these horrific pictures about damaged teeth and all that, and then all you need to do is download it, and then they tell you exactly what to do to check, and bad breath and all that. And then at the back of it, you have this free consultation that you can cash in on. All right, so that is a clever way of a lead magnet. So give something valuable in exchange for people's contact information, and then you can consistently market to them over and over and over again. Now, it's important that you know that when you are giving something valuable, make sure that you collect the right email address. And one way to do this is to use what we call double opt-in. So when people come to your website or come to a landing page and they see this free ebook or this free consultation or this free guide or this free report, and they enter their email address, make sure that you don't send them to a different page where the data is available. Because there you've given them what you want, what they want, without confirming that you've received what you need, right? So I've gone to many websites where I saw some beautiful ebooks or guides or whatever, and I enter a very fake email address. I do that all the time, and it always redirects to the page. So many times, if I want to share the information, right, some people just say, just copy me the link of the actual page. So that gave me an idea that people are doing this, right? So what do you do differently? They fill the form, they go to a thank you page telling them that the information that they request has been sent to their email address. So if they enter the wrong email address, just to get the information without giving you anything in return, they will go back and fill the right email address. And then once they fill the right email address, they will now be able to receive the ebook in their email. Now, what this happens for you is that you do not save the bad emails. You always save the emails that goes through, and that produces a very high quality email list. And that gives you a guarantee that if I send email to these people, they are most likely going to be the right people that are interested in the service or products we are offering. All right. Optimize sign-up forms. So if you have a sign-up form, make sure it's working. I've seen some sign-up forms that have more than 5 to 7 to 8 fields. You are not asking me to fill an application to receive an ebook. Keep it simple. Ask a maximum of 3 to 5 questions. Anything more than that, you're just being too much. Right? Just ask for my name, my email address, and 3 other information, and that is all you need. Why do you need my name? You need my name because you want to personalize my emails. So if I receive email from your brand, I don't want to receive emails as to whom it's concerned. Instead, I want to receive emails calling me by my name. Hello, Praise. You signed up a while ago to get an ebook, or I'm just reaching out to you. Make it personalized. So that's why we need your name, and then we need email address. Then you can ask any other questions you want to ask. Keep it to be 5 max, and you can see more results from your opt-in forms. All right, influencer marketing. Influencer marketing has become it's here to stay, right? And it works. People that already have audiences can introduce your product or services to their audience. And that is one very, very easy, cost-effective and way to generate lead. Now, you need to look at a few things, right? If you're new to it, maybe talk to a consultant that does influencer marketing. But we have micro influencers, we have nano influencers, and we have the macro influencers. So we have small influencers, mid influencers, and large influencers. So don't look at large influencers and say, I can't afford it. Maybe you can afford some of the micro influencers and 2, 3, 4 of them combined together, and then they can, they don't cost too much. Then you can look for the mid-level influencers, all depending on where you are with your brand and the guarantee that they will get you results. And then you need to look at your interaction with this influencer. Some of these influencers kind of have this off-putting behavior because of the fear that people will reach out to them and ask for free work. But based on your interaction with them, I'm trying to get you to do something for me. You can see the sense of value in how they communicate to you. But if you don't have a sense of value in how they communicate to you, don't bother yourself working with them. You waste your money, and they will say, I did what you asked me to do. Why are you being stressful? I did your video, it didn't work, so what's my problem? One person I respect as an influencer is Davido. I can't say, I don't mean I can afford him. Many of us cannot afford him. But it's an example of an influencer that I know. I can't talk about a small influencer that we may not know. So Davido is one of these influencers that does not care about how much videos you agree to make. He will always promote your product as long as it's in contract with you. An example of this promotion is Mattel. So many of these influencers that are not Davido, they will say, Mattel paid me to do an advert, and I will just do the advert, and that will be all. Instead, Davido takes it a little further and takes Mattel anywhere it goes. To podcast, it goes with a bottle of Mattel. To wherever he goes, he carries a bottle of Mattel. Anywhere that publicity is there, to make sure that everyone knows that he's promoting Mattel. Some other smaller, they don't behave like that way. But you know that with someone like Davido, you always get a result because we need to make sure that you give you results. So look at that kind of relationship with micro influencers that have that kind of foresight, and you can work with them. Leveraging social media to capture email address. So one of these easy things you can use social media to do is have like a Linktree page or a bio page. So SendPulse has a Linktree, like a Linktree alternative. It's called a SendPulse bio page, and it's basically like Linktree, right? And you can put your bio and all the information there. So that's one of the easiest ways to get leads and to get email addresses from your social media profile pages. Now the difference between Linktree and SendPulse bio page is that on SendPulse bio page, you can actually enter a form. So if I click on the bio page, I go to the page, I can see all the links, and at the bottom, anywhere you want to put it, I can request for your data in exchange for something. So I don't need you to click and go to another page. Everything is happening right there on that single page. All right, so let's talk about list segmentation for better targeting. So now you've collected these email addresses, all right? You need to divide your list into smaller targeted groups based on factors like purchase history, location, or engagement level. So let's talk about this a little bit. Let's say you have an existing customer base. Your existing customer base is a practical example of where you can get data on purchase history. What have you bought from us? How much have you spent from us in the past 1 year? And you can categorize them based on that. Right. So for example, if you have like higher customers that spend a lot, you can decide to send them a gift in exchange for them to know they are special, and also let them know that there's a specialized discount for them, exclusive to them alone. Okay? Because they are one of your highest spenders, they are going to come back and spend with you. Also, you have the lowest spending. So customers that spend the least with you have their data, and then you can decide to send them a discount to hope that they spend a little bit more with you. And you also have consistency in spending. So someone can spend once and a large volume, and someone can spend consistently and they don't skip a spend. For example, the supermarkets that we're looking at your data, and we have data of customers that walk into the supermarket literally every week. In fact, they don't miss every week. If they don't see them on a Saturday, they see them on a Sunday or on a Friday. They come every single week, maybe to buy one or two things, to top up on their wine or top up on something they always buy. Those are consistent customers. So they designed like an offer for those consistent customers. Then they have the people that comes once in a month or once in a few months, and they spend a huge sum of money. In fact, when they are done shopping, a few staff needs to be involved to help them carry this stuff out to their car or stuff. So those are different categorized customers. And then we have disparate spending customers that comes once in a while to spend. So with all this data, you can create a targeted Black Friday deal for them. Not everybody. And then you can now create a generalized Black Friday deal. Okay, so one thing I've seen that generates great results is if you target a Black Friday deal to the highest spenders, and they go to your website or to your store and they see a generalized Black Friday deal, they know that the deal you gave them is special, right? Because they can't see it publicly. Instead, they are the only one that received the deal. They are most likely going to take the deal and spend more, all right? Because you know that they are higher spenders, and higher spenders like VIP treatment. So location, if you like, for example, in South Africa, you have businesses in Durban, you have businesses in Lesotho, you have businesses in Johannesburg, you can now target your marketing, your Black Friday deals to those regions based on your understanding of the regions. An engagement level, if you have social media customers that maybe you collected their data from chatbots and all that, you can now basically target those who engage with you more and those who engage with you. An example of businesses that does this strategy on engagement level is there's a contest where the reward is only given based on those that engage the most. Maybe you share, you like, whatever. All right. So how else do you collect data, right? We've talked about the release building tactics. Now, how do you connect this data? So we'll talk about landing pages, bio pages. We also have platform integration. So SendPulse has like almost 200 platform integration. So If you have a website, if you have Spotify, if you have a WooCommerce page, a WordPress page, you can integrate SendPulse to collect the data. We have webhooks. This is for like devs, where you can implement into your backend, your software, whatever, or your CRM system, your management system, and collect data as well. Then we have events. So events are basically links or a URL that you can use to send data to SendPulse, and then you can even use to create an event in automation and automate. Like an example of this event is you have a website and this one makes a purchase. A purchase is an event. So you can collect the purchase data and send it to SendPulse, right, using just a URL. All right, so we also have SendPulse REST API. So this is for developers, like you have a mobile app or you have a web app, you can integrate the API into your web app or your mobile app and make certain action based on whatever it is you need on the platform. For example, you can, a few questions are coming in. Right. For example, you can send new sign-up data directly to SendPulse and then automate welcome message series. Very simple and easy to implement. Then we have landing pages and subscription forms. So landing page like a website builder. SendPulse has a website builder, by the way, and a bio page, by the way. So you can use that to create landing pages and collect data, and then forms you can integrate into your website and collect data. Right. So when all this comes together, you need to understand your audience. There's this thing when you talk to a customer that does not understand the audience, or you talk to like a business owner that does not understand their audience, they're always all over the place. Right? They're always all over the place. And you feel a sense of how are you surviving? You don't know who your customers are. It's hard to survive because you don't know what to do, how to serve them, what offers to give them. You need to understand your audience. You need to understand your customer. You need to understand how they interact with you. I don't work with Piggyverse, but I can write down exactly who is a Piggyverse customer based on the past few years of Piggyverse, and now who is now becoming a Piggyverse customer. So the Piggyverse has like an era where there's a particular persona of customers that were using the platform, and those customers have grown. In the past 5 years, they've graduated in age, so they're now in a new era, and that new era, they're now attracting customers of another era into them. So it's easy for you to understand this is a Piggyverse customer, this is a Flutterwave customer. This is so it's easy for you need to know your customers to that level. So you need to define customer personas and provide examples of common segments. Understanding your audience helps in crafting more personalized and relevant Black Friday and Cyber Monday email campaigns. So personalization can increase email open rates, conversions, address subscriptions by their first and all those stuff, right? So some of the very basic thing of understanding your customers is the fact that you can address them by your first name, and then you can tailor content to their preference and behaviors. So Black Friday is around the corner. We've passed the 30 minutes mark. So Black Friday is around the corner. You need to start now, right? You need to start now. Black Friday is around the corner. You need to start now. Okay, so let's talk about email automation. Some of the advantage of email automation is the fact that you can turn new visitors into subscribers, establish stable and long-term relationship with subscribers, ensure continuous advertising without hiring new staff. You automate all the communication process. You can create repeat sales. You can offer immediate follow-ups. You can help marketers access measurable data, ensure better delivery of marketing emails, increase your brand awareness, and many more. For Black Friday, you want to sell and you want to retain customers. Simple. So let's look at some types of Black Friday campaigns or automation emails or emails in a sequence and how you can use them. Now, I want you to think about if you are on your laptop or you are where you have a pen and paper, I want you to write down like a series of conversation based on your product or service. So today is About how many weeks to Black Friday? Let's see. Wow, just a week, just about a week to Black Friday. So now you have very limited time. What you want to do is you want to have a pre Black Friday, a during Black Friday, and a post Black Friday strategy. So a pre Black Friday is where you have your lead generation strategy in place, right? What can you give customers in exchange for their data? You, you want to have your contest in place. You want to have your influencer marketing if that is what you want. You also want to have your social media in place. So what offer are you providing? Put it on your social media and get it ready for customers to be aware of, to know that it's existing. Then you want to start running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google. You want to start running ads to capture customers' information. All right, you are not sending customers directly to Black Friday, right? You want the customer capture customers' information, send them to your website, and then get them to start signing up for the Black Friday deals, or exchange their email address in exchange for an offer. That is the post Black Friday strategy you want to put in place. Then during the Black Friday strategy, you want to have, informing customers of the deals, getting them to move quickly and to move quickly and take their decisions quickly. And then after Black Friday, you want to now nurture them. Hey, thank you for your sales on Black Friday, blah, blah. So let's look at some of the email campaigns and examples and how to use them. Right. So we have the promotional emails. So promotional emails will be your core component for your Black Friday email strategy. They can be sent in the days leading up to and during Black Friday. So before Black Friday, you can send your promotional emails. During Black Friday, you can also send your promotional emails. So how do you use it? Promotional emails are designed to showcase your offer, discounts, and deals, right? You can create urgency by highlighting limited time offers and encouraging subscribers to shop. Make sure to include compelling visuals and clear call to actions. Now, it's easier to make it as simple as possible. Let customers know what you have, what you're offering, and what to do. So here's an example of Apple, right? And Apple is known for simplicity, so it may not be the best example to show, but it's always work every time. So you can see Black Friday is just the beginning. Don't miss the Apple shopping event, November 23rd to 26th. Save the date. So this is a teaser. This is a pre-Black Friday. You're promoting before Black Friday. So we also have the flash sales emails. So the flash sales emails are ideal for creating a sense of urgency and driving actions, immediate actions. These can be used during a specific time window on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. If you go to all this e-commerce site, they have this massive timer, tell you exactly what to do. So send flash emails with limited time discounts or exclusive deals to create excitement. Clearly communicate the limited duration to motivate subscribers to make quick purchase decisions. So you can see this PlayStation, 1 day only. I think. Start the Black Friday with a new gift. Subscribe now and receive the deals on email. Cart abandonment recovery email. So these emails are basically the emails that you have an e-commerce store, or you have a website, or you have a SaaS platform, whatever it is. Whenever a customer is about to make a purchase and they did not make a purchase, that's what we call a cart abandonment. And a cart abandonment is valid if a customer have entered their contact information, but they didn't get to the payment page, right? So cart abandonment emails are effective throughout Black Friday and Cyber Monday period, and even after the event. So during your Black Friday, you notice a lot. If you have like e-commerce store, you notice a lot of people will fill their necessary information, their delivery information, get to the payment page, and for some reason they stop. Maybe your card did not work. Maybe they had a refrain. Like someone walked and said, "What are you buying? Don't buy that." Whatever reason it is, or maybe they got distracted, they abandon the cart. Cart abandonment you can't even have a data on card abandonment if they didn't get to that section. Right. So, and this email, I this kind of emails have proven to recover more than 20% of abandoned carts. Right. More. It depends on your industry. So, if you are into the fashion industry, if you are into, whatever industry you are in, the numbers vary. Some is higher, some are lower, but the average is about 20%. So how do you use it? You need to identify users who added products to their carts but didn't purchase the product, right? Or didn't complete the purchase. Send a series of reminders with personalized product recommendations, discounts, or incentive to encourage them to finalize their purchase. So here is Forever 21. Say one more day just for you. Use code blah blah blah. There's another email I wanted to add here where it's a very ingenious email where they have a picture of the items you wanted to buy, right? And they said you left this in your cart. Click here to shop and get 25% off. That is a very brilliant way of doing that. Customer appreciation emails. So customer appreciation emails are best sent after Black Friday and Cyber Monday to nurture relationships you've built during the shopping event. Okay, so how do you use this? You need to express gratitude to your customers for choosing your brand during all this Black Friday frenzy, right? Offer exclusive post Black Friday discount. Share valuable content or provide early access to future sales to reward their loyalty and encourage repeat business. Now, there's going to be Christmas sales, all right? Don't get me wrong. Black Friday is not the only time. There's going to be Christmas sales. So if a customer make a purchase with your brand or with your product or service on Black Friday, you want to offer them something else like, oh, this is just for you for Christmas purchases. So for example, you sell bags. Oh, you bought X amount of bags from us. Keep this coupon code to use for December sales. Countdown emails. So countdown emails are suitable in the days leading up to Black Friday. I like to do this like 3 days to Black Friday and used to create a sense of anticipation by sending emails that count down to the start of Black Friday, including teasers of the deals to come and encourage subscribers to stay tuned. Now, this is best for e-commerce businesses, may or may not work for a startup, but look at it, think about it. How can you implement this also as a startup or as a traditional business? So here's an example: 13 hours, 14 minutes, 21 seconds. If you're anticipating something is coming, shop now. Right, Thanksgiving and Black Friday preview emails. Now, Thanksgiving is before Black Friday, so you want to send these emails a day or two before Thanksgiving and on Thanksgiving Day itself to provide a sneak peek of upcoming Black Friday deals. Now, I like to send a Thanksgiving email. What am I grateful for? Obviously, I'm grateful for the customer. I'm grateful for you. But yeah, and then I'll offer something like a discount or an exclusive access to something or exclusive support, whatever. Yeah, but Thanksgiving is a great time to let customers know you're thankful for them. So you need to share a preview of your Black Friday offer, emphasizing the value and saving customers can expect. Encourage them to plan their shopping. Now, for me personally, I can just give you the offer there, but you also want to design it based on your customer. So you need to understand your customer, understand your product, what are you selling, okay? So we have post Black Friday follow-up emails. So these are basically follow-up emails you send after Black Friday, and use that to follow up with customers, to thank them for their purchases, to request reviews or feedback, and to promote any remaining upcoming events or ongoing promotions. This will help maintain engagement and build relationship beyond the events. Then we have follow-up emails. So this can lead all the way to the end of the year. So you send a thank you email. You have to express gratitude to your customers, request for feedbacks, and post-purchase recommendation. So how do you write a Black Friday email? Use SendPulse template. Let's take a look at the SendPulse template. Now, as marketers, it's very not fun to do a lot of things from scratch. So that's why on the SendPulse platform, you can have access to templates, about more than 300 templates. Wow. Okay, let's start from. So we have a few templates here. So you have this save up to 50% Black Friday deal template. You can always edit this to match your brand. We should have another one. Oh yeah, we have another one here. So another discount. This is for like a cosmetic store. Yeah, it's another one here. So yeah, we have as much templates as you can use for your Black Friday deals. All you need to do is to pick the templates, edit them, make them match your brand, and you can go ahead and use them. Right. So how do you write your subject line? So now you don't need to build your template from scratch. You pick a template from the available template. You make them match your brand. So what do I mean by making them match your brand? The color of the template should match your brand color. So if your brand is yellow, make your templates yellow or have a touch of yellow. You need to change the logo that is on the template to your own logo. Don't use the default logo, right? Change the logo there to your own logo, right? I think we have on this our YouTube channel, we have enough content about how you can do all that, right? So how do you write your subject line? Number one, your subject line should be personal, engaging, and relevant. There is 101 places where you can get ideas on Black Friday deal email subject line. Do not use caps excessively because people like using caps lock for Black Friday and they wonder why all their emails are going to the spam folder. So using caps locks is basically, why are you shouting at? Who are you shouting at? Like, why are you shouting at? Just use caps lock for what is important, then use camel case throughout. Subject line is advised to be 50 characters long, nothing, 50 characters long. If you want to make it longer, it's fine, but you get better result for 50 characters long in subject line. Consider using emojis, right? Be creative, informative, and personable. Don't use more than 15 capital letters in a row, all right, in a subject header or body of an email. Let's move on quickly. I just check my time. Just have 10 minutes left. So you need to adopt an excellent email layout. If you check out the emails we checked earlier, you immediately know what you need to do. It's designed in a way that you know what you need to do as like immediately you look at the email. Number one, the emails are of consistent size. So using the SendPulse templates, you don't have stress about the design. All you need to now do is focus on other aspects, which includes sticking to a pyramid design when crafting email templates. So I will show you what pyramid design means shortly. Aim for 60-40 text to image ratio. This means that the email should have 60% text and 40% pictures. If your email if this ratio is upside down or this ratio is not the way it is, and you have more images than text, your email will go to the promotion tab and it will be treated as a promotion email, which is not a bad thing. But what we are trying to achieve here is, even if your email gets to the promotion tab, you want to increase the chances of it getting into the inbox, which is where people normally read their emails. All right, so you need to write messages that load fast. That means don't put too much images in your email, or if you are putting image in your email, make sure the images are smaller images, not in size, but in how would I put it? Not in like small like this, but small in, for example, a 5 MB image is too big. Try to compress the image to be like, say, in kilobytes, right? So you have to use short sentences as well as paragraphs, while also using divided lines and spacing to separate sections of your content. Let's see an example. So writing a very long email, you need to be able to space them out. Like, keep your paragraph short. Don't write all over the place. Nobody will read that. So this is the inverted pyramid design. So at the top of your email, you want to have all your essential information, right? So at a glance, customers can tell exactly what they should expect by reading the entire email. Then at the mid-section of your email, you want to have your additional information. Here is where you want to have your call to action, like your buttons or whatever. And at the bottom of your email is when you want to have your list important information. Here is where you want to have um, like your social media links, your company information, address, all those kind of things. They are the least important information. So essential, additional information, least important information. All right, don't put them the other way around. Make sure that after writing 1, 2, 3 paragraph, you have your call to action, your button or whatever. Don't make your email too heavy or too long. So your email copy, what should you include? Right. You need to optimize your email engagement. To optimize your email engagement, you need to segment your audience. We're talking about this again, based on their preference, allowing for a targeted email. Some of the best practices include highlight your bestseller. While repeating this again because it's very important. You need to highlight your bestseller, right? Showcase a trusted, top performing product. So doesn't matter. For example, if you're a fintech startup, what is your top performing product? You cannot have everything as performing. Okay? If it's payment acceptance, if it's payment link, focus on what customers use the most and sell that back to them. If you sell fashion products, don't say this is a new year arrival. Look for what customers like to buy a lot throughout the year and then repackage that again for your same audience. Right? So you need to know your customers so you can package your product for Black Friday. That's why I've gone to buy TVs during this Black Friday and I realized that, for example, I bought a TV earlier in the year and during Black Friday I was told that the TV is going to be off about 50%, but it's almost the same price with what I bought earlier in the year. Yeah, the dollar rate can go up. But after doing some research on the internet, I realized that when there's an high-selling product through the year, they just I make the same product available during Black Friday and just slap a discount on top of it. And it may not be real. It may just be a very few changes in the discount in the price. But because customers they buy that product a lot, you can take advantage of that and resell the same product to them and get better results. You don't want to have products on the shelf after Black Friday. So once you have your best selling, which is like the highlights, that means on the stage, that you can have feature intriguing items, all right? Spotlight an exciting, captivating offering. It might be a new item on offering of your existing item. Discount premium products, all right? Present a high value product at a significant discount. Offer valuable coupons. Provide a motivating coupon code. Surprise with a gift. Delight customers with a memorable gift. Now, this gift could be specialized. For example, there's a fintech platform that provided someone to take you through integration support one-on-one for like 30 minutes or 1 hour. That is a gift for like a developer focused product. Now you have an online store, you have all these kind of things. You can just look for a gift. I went to Spa last year, and at the checkout, I was given a small cake wrapped in those shiny, I was given a small cake. It's small, but I felt, hey, nice. I was happy about it. So it doesn't have to be huge. Just find a gift you can give customers. If you don't have a gift to give customers, you don't have to. You just need to make sure that you have a structured way that gets your customers happy. Remember, balance is vital. Avoid overwhelming with too many options. Okay? Don't overwhelm with too many options. Focus on select choices aligning with your customers' needs. Let's look at the examples we have. You can see these simple emails. Don't overwhelm your customers. They are already looking at multiple Black Friday offers. You are not the number one. Focus on something that catches your attention. Use bright colors. Use catching text. Use big text. Know exactly what you want them to do. Buy now, and that is all. So writing automated emails, some of the things we need to look at as we round up. Personalization. Your email personalization has incredible impact. So what does personalization mean? If you have an e-commerce store, like I mentioned earlier, of the website I went to that I left some items on the cart and I received an email with my name, Hello Praise. We noticed you left this in the cart and they put the items I left. That is extreme level of personalization. But for you, you can make it as simple as calling me by my name, Hello Praise. Right? So personalization has more than a higher effective rate. Open rate is up to 40%, and action on the email is high as well. Ensure brand optimization. This is very, very, very crucial. Ensure that your brand logo is included. Oops. Let me put that. All right. Ensure that you include your brand logos in your email. If you don't have a logo, what are you doing on the internet? Get yourself a brand. It's not expensive. You need to optimize your brand. Now, it's important because there are many people out there that are trying to be like you, and they will use your brand, you will use your lack of brand to fool your customers. Okay? So you need to ensure your brand is available in all your email. This will include brand recognition and give your email more choices to be opened. Make your email template design consistent. It's called a template for a reason. Find a template and stick to it. Use it for all your emails so that whenever a customer receives the email over and over, and they already know it's from you. Nobody can come from nowhere and send an oh, this email is from this person. No. This is not how their email looks like. I know what their email looks like. So you need to have consistency in your brand. You need to stick to a color, font, layout, and customized email footer. Be consistent. People need to know it's you every single time. Okay? Also, write like a human. Make sure your email comes from a person. Right? Make it look good. Right? So don't use Gmail to send emails. Get yourself a website and get yourself a domain name. We can't say this enough. Get yourself a website. Get yourself a domain name. Don't use your name whatever at gmail.com to send email campaigns. It will go to the spam folder. It will get blocked. You will not get results. Okay? I'm saying this because it's very important, and a lot of businesses are making this very, 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 very beginner mistake. Right? You are a business. You're on the internet. You can't be using your private email address to receive data from customers. Have a brand. Have a website. Get yourself a domain name. Get yourself an email. Okay? It's very important. This is the way I'm angry. It's very important. You cannot be claiming to be on the internet and be doing things like everyone is your brother. No, nobody's your brother on the internet. Nobody's your family on the internet. Right? Get yourself a brand and disconnect you from your business. Be different. Be different. Don't use your personal email to receive love notes from your family and friends and receive customer complaint. Well, how would you respond? How would you keep in touch with everything? You understand? Anyone can send email to your customers claiming it's you. Keep it consistent. Have a brand, for crying out loud. This Black Friday time is not the time for you to be messing around. Get yourself a domain name. Get yourself a domain-based email address. So if your domain name is kolawole at kolawoleko.com, send your email at kolawole@kolawoleko.com. Don't use kolawole2009 at gmail.com. Come on. People. So what are some best practices as we round up? Ensure compliance with email marketing regulations. Going back to this same email thing, it is against email marketing regulation to send marketing emails with your private email address. Private email address is called private for a reason, right? It's private. The same email you're using for your bank account, the same email you're using for your social media account, is the same email you want to use to send to your customers. Please. So, email marketing is not like texting your friend. It's not. It is a very professional endeavor, right? So you need to adhere, and there are laws that guide these activities. For example, we have the GDPR policy, we have the Can't Spam Act, we have the CASL law, we have the PECR. If you're in South Africa, you should know the PECR law. If you're in Nigeria, you should know the NDPR law. You should know the POPIA law. Right? If you don't know, just look at the names I put on the screen and Google them. You need to know. And all this law is simple. Number one, ensure that you collect email addresses and personal data legally. Right? How do you collect this data legally? Use a form on your website, on your landing page, on your bio page. Use a form. Let customers enter it themselves. If you have customers' data that you collect from paper and bio, let customers be aware. Oh, we're going to send you emails, everyone on there. Are you okay with that? Yes or no? I'm not okay with that. Don't add it. Because these people can report your email and then you have a very bad reputation on the internet. Okay? Your reputation is not based on how people talk about you. When it comes to email reputation or it comes to domain reputation, right? It's not about how people talk about you. It's about how people report you. And if they report you too much, you realize that your email campaign will start performing less and less and less. And when your email campaign starts to perform less, it's a sign that some people have reported you. They've complained to the authorities, right? And these are the authorities that are listed out here. And it's a very easy thing to do. If you go to an email you've received, or your Gmail, Yahoo Mail, whatever, click on report this email. That's all you need to do. Just click on report this email, and you've reported that email address. And once the report goes beyond 7% of your total email sending in a particular time, to affect you. So please, don't buy people's contact information. If you start receiving emails from people you don't know, they've sold your details to somebody, don't buy it, right? Let people know. And if customers don't forget, give them the option to opt out. Oh, there's a button at the bottom of my email, or there's a link. You can click it to opt out. It's very important you add it. Respect customers' privacy, all right, while delivering personalized experience. Avoid spam at all costs. Okay, an example of spam is buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. You need to nurture them. You need to guide them through the process, right? You need to offer value. Always keep an eye on your statistics, especially your error rates and unsubscribe rates, right? On your SendPulse account, let me click here. On your SendPulse account, when you log into your SendPulse account, this is the page you should see. Oh, I passed 1 hour, right? And you can see your statistics somewhere. Like you can see this error rate is 0, unsubscribe rate is 0, open rate is 60%. So you can get an idea. If your error rate is going up, there's a problem. Okay? And then finally, authenticate your email. Alright, so you need to set up SPF and DKIM records to vouch for your emails and reduce the chances of being treated as spam. If you want to learn more about all these things, just go ahead and send me an email. praise@sendpulse.com. If you need help with crafting or strategizing your email Black Friday deal or Black Friday email campaign or your Black Friday email automation, send me an email. praise@sendpulse.com. If you have questions, just questions you need me to answer, send an email at praise@sendpulse.com. I'm rushing because I always want to keep the webinars to 1 hour, and we are past 1 hour already. So I can't answer your questions right now. So for all those that send me questions, that's why I didn't put them on the screen, because I only put questions I can answer on the screen. If you send me questions, please go back and send the same questions to me, to my email. I can't know your email from the questions. So please send me an email with your questions, right? And I will respond to them. If you don't want to send an email, go to all our social media. We're on Threads, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're on TikTok using the same name, SendPulse Africa. Thank you so much, and go on and grow. Happy Black Friday sales.